I'm balling on a budget this weekend, so I chose the cheapest hotel room I could find in the Six Flags Magic Mountain area, and this landed me at the Rodeway Inn in this exact hotel room for $69 a night. On the surface, the room really doesn't look too bad. Things look fine, right? Let's zoom in a little bit and see what $69 a night really gets you here. What the heck? My first impressions of this place were not great. I was actually a little scared to stay here by myself. First off, this bothers me so much how this is not aligned, but that's fine. We've got some remains of an old mounted TV up here. Seemingly less impressive TV than what was probably mounted here before. Just some kind of random furniture. It's just kind of like there. There's a ton of stains on this chair, which scare me a lot, so I'm avoiding that. Next up is the AC unit. Yeah, this is got like a lot of water damage on here, or moisture. I don't know, it looks super nasty inside there too. So I'm just avoiding using that at all costs. Thankfully, this weekend is a lot colder than what it should be. Like right now, it's like 47 degrees outside, so I don't have to use that. Moving on. This little area is not too bad. We've got like some, I don't know, some marks there. That's kind of weird. Moving into the bathroom now. Immediate impression, not too bad, I guess. There's a lot of paint missing from the tub. If we slide the curtain over. What's up with the faucet? How does this happen? Is this just like water erosion? I don't know. And even more confusing than that is the temperature selector handle thing. What? Like, what happened here? How does someone do that? What is, I genuinely have no idea how that happened. So that's exciting. Then the shower head, we've got some, maybe mold. I don't know, I'm just avoiding touching it. I'm kind of scared of it, but I still shower underneath it, so it is what it is. Really, the last thing is the bed. It's got a bit of a sag in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I certainly felt it all night long laying in here. That was kind of not great on the hips. Another weird thing was last night the lights weren't plugged in. What the heck? Oh, so I just had to plug them in. Not a big deal. There we go. But just a little weird thing. There's some stains. I think it's paint. Yeah. This thing on the wall that's like not really screwed into the wall. I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like a camera, but that's definitely not a camera, so oh, I don't know. This hotel is also like in a big like truck rest area, so there's like trucker mania going on 100% of the time. Along with that though are some food trucks out there that I'm curious to try. I think I'm gonna eat that for dinner tonight and we'll see how that goes. Now that I've been complaining about this hotel room, let's talk about some of the good things. The lobby of the hotel is nicer than the room. You know, like you kind of really don't get that like creepy, sketchy vibe from the lobby, but then you go in your room and you just kind of do. The lights worked. What else? I was able to sleep in the bed. That's good. We've got a little mini fridge here. Well, actually kind of big mini fridge. Like, look at this thing. Within it, I got some water and some leftover Gatorade from the Jimmy John's I ate last night. This thing where you hang your coats and stuff, it's actually kind of cool because you like slide it in and out like that. Maybe I've never paid attention to these before, but I just thought that was kind of neat. This countertop, honestly, this countertop is kind of killing it. I think this is the nicest thing about this hotel room. At night, it actually looks a lot cozier than during the day. It's like, it's actually kind of comfy in here right now with the lighting. It's weird. At night, this room feels more comfortable. I think it's because the lighting, I only had like these two lights on in the background. The dim lighting kind of helped, you know, blur the imperfections a little bit. They weren't as glaring in the morning sunlight. It feels a little sketchier in the morning and just kind of like, I need to get out of here. The view is kind of good. If you just like ignore everything from here below, those mountains, yeah, that mountain view, mountain vista over there, if you will, is actually kind of nice. And that's about it. Okay, so this concludes my 3-night, 4-day stay at the Rodeway Inn. You know, it wasn't bad. My definition of bad being like cockroaches crawling all over the walls, someone getting shot outside. Those two things didn't happen, so it was all right. You know, it was a place to stay. I mostly just needed it for somewhere to sleep, and the bed did that. My main complaints are the Wi-Fi never worked. Not necessarily a huge deal for me because I have a hotspot on my phone. That's what I used all weekend. But I went down to the front desk and like got a Wi-Fi password from them and asked them, I was like, hi, I've tried connecting to the network, but the login screen never appears to log into the network. And they're like, oh yeah, you need to forget the network and reconnect. I'm like, okay, got it, cool. So I did that and it still didn't come up. Then nothing appears. I tried Googling and following a couple other different methods and those still did not work. Nothing appears. So I had hotspot the whole weekend, which is okay for me. But if you don't have like a hotspot on your phone or something, then that's gonna be a major issue for you if you stay here. My other big complaint is that there's no hairdryer. I've never stayed in a hotel that does not have a hairdryer in the room. That's just weird to me. I guess that's just a luxury that $69 a night does not get you in California, or specifically the Rodeway Inn near Six Flags Magic Mountain. The final thing was the AC/heater unit. Really was super gross. I kind of got it to work last night. I was just kind of guessing. I found this is the temperature and warmer. I don't know if this points to the temperature or if this thing points to the temperature, but yeah, I got some heat last night because it was quite cold actually, and at least it works. That helped take the edge off a little bit. Then my final complaint is that the tub drain switch never worked. So I couldn't turn the drain off so that the tub fills up and to take a bath. Saturday night after coming home from the park, I had myself a Chipotle burrito. I was all set up, ready to soak in the tub and eat my Chipotle burrito. So I sat there for a little bit and I'm like, wait, the water's not really filling up. So I flipped the drain position from down to up, which it was down while I was showering. So I figured up ought to be, what stops the water, but the water still wasn't filling up. So I was like, okay, no bath time. So I got up and I showered and then I ate my burrito in bed. And you know what? That's just what you gotta do sometimes. I didn't hate it, but I'm going to avoid staying here in the future at almost all costs. So this is my review and experience at the Rodeway Inn. I don't recommend staying here, but if you have to stay here, then it's not terrible. You can do it. That's what I'm saying.